Yeah, that was one of them. I ain't with that. That we ain't that type of white person. We ain't that. We got you said 5. You said 5 o'clock. You said
That was that was.
And
First of
she
all, I'm
kept
taking it that
talking.
that was a
kept a
graduation.
job too.
I'm taking it that it
Probably.
was a graduation. And second of all, this lady probably put somebody on that they knew that was going to be a controversial to the audience, not to her. She thinks
No,
everything was probably
She
this is a
absolutely
probably was
person who
like,
slipped.
"What's wrong with the Confederate flag? I mean, they fought and
I'm
died for
serious.
their
This is the
country."
type of person who slipped. This is the type of person
She meant to
that,
slip.
because see,
don't know how
people.
to read the room.
No, it's not even that, and that's why I like with ah. You got to think about it. This country splits 50-50 roughly when it comes to these elections. That means you are surrounded by people who do not seem crazy, bigoted, or any of those things all the time. And yet they vote for your downfall every election time. So this is one of them people that, under normal circumstances, she's just fine.
I wasn't gonna do that part. She's not worthy of it. She is not worthy of me.
No, but
Cause
this is the type of person that is like this. Black folk, this is the type of person that your children have to deal with every day that you don't even think about because you're not involved in their schools. This is somebody that is smiling at your child, may even give your child a hug when they get off the school bus, but will quickly give your children different treatment because of how she views the community that that child comes from. See, this is a person who is just in a normal part of her day will probably have zero problems and zero outward appearance of how her heart functions. But as soon as she got offended and irritated, the reality of how she feels just fell out her mouth. Because she didn't plan to say that. I bet you she didn't plan to say that.
You know,
look
she
at all
thought
the black people we
she was
ruined.
But they irritated her. And
that
she,
irritated her, and
there
then
you
she
go.
tried to double down at the end. Y'all need to be sitting down, lady. Read
You
the
would have
room.
lost the
They
room.
gone.
Like 80% of the room then left.
They gone, lady.
But
They're
she's not gone. She
gone.
still has her job.
I bet
I
she
do
still
like
has her
I
job.
do like that one white I do like that one white young lady that went, let me out of here. Cause she knew, hey, I got black friends, and yeah, I don't even want to hold this conversation with them later on tonight. So yeah,
I
I
think it's
I got to
I
go.
think it's simpler than that. I think it's simply that most people, I mean, well, roughly 50% of people are pretty decent people. So that young lady might not. I mean, I don't know. She may or may not. I don't know. Have black friends, but let's say she ain't got no black friends. She know what wrong sound like,
I'll give you that one. Maybe she did.
and she was
You
like,
know
"Nah, I
what
don't want to have no
wrong
parts
And
of
sound
I
like?
this."
don't want to see no interview of her pop up later crying to mouth. People, they said you
This
stupid.
happened this happened a
And
while
Tracy,
ago because
what's
I've seen this
funny
video
is,
before.
you know, people would do that.
They
You
un-
know, people will. They don't listen to the content. They know because let's be out of shadow of a doubt. Let's say this the young white lady we talk about, advocate for the black community, busting her butt for the black community, the LGBTQ plus community, everybody in the community, the minority community. She goes out of her way, and I guarantee you that years down the road, somebody will find that video and go, yeah, but she had no problem sitting there listening to the speech of this blah, 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 because we never did figure out who she was talking about.
Hey,
Blah,
listen,
blah, blah person.
that's
So,
an
yeah,
excellent point. And I would say this: let's say this lady who said this really dumb thing, right? It wasn't racist; it was bigoted, right? So
I, I figured out racist and bigoted. Nah, I got it.
now I think there's a separation.
yeah.
But right now, I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, yeah. But let's say that she was the person that from this day forward, she herself recognized, dang, I still got some work to do on myself. And she goes forward and she becomes an active advocate and she tries her best to be human and balanced towards people going forward and all of that. Would you still hold this against her when it comes up?
Depends.
That's the thing.
That's
And I
what's wrong with our
do the
society.
same
You can't
thing.
forgive
No, no,
nothing.
no.
I mean, I've been guilty of the same thing, but I'm just saying I wish I wasn't. And I hope that when these things come up, I can keep myself grounded to be like, you know what? There's what I just saw,
And what I
and then
actually
there's what I know. And then factor all of it together. Because unfortunately, we will take somebody who has been doing their best to do better than they were, and because of who they were was so distasteful, we won't let them outlive it.
Yep,
And
that's
that
you can say
But
that
that,
with
but
the
that's
Will
that's
Smith
why I
example.
said
I mean, how
that.
many times has he said "I'm sorry" and people are still like, "I'm not ever seeing it." Like he gonna go
yeah,
for it?
you know, I was with the Will Smith thing because first of all, I am team Chris Rock because I'm one of the people who say that you don't strike an unarmed man who's not expecting to be hit. That's a punk
That's
move.
true. I never see
But
what he did was right.
But yeah, I'm with you. I'm 100% with you. But when the backlash started, see, there's one thing about calling out a wrong action for being wrong. But when the backlash came and it was like disproportionate to the event, see, then I had to, but if you saw in my old post, I was like, but whoa, he's still mine. So what you're not gonna do is sit here and make an example out of him, right? Because that's what happened. It's like people who didn't give a damn about Chris Rock or Will Smith. All of a sudden, you
But
offended?
I'm saying when someone comes forward with an apology, it wasn't real. Doing all of these.
But Tracy, when it comes to people like that, they don't want anything. They don't want it to be real. They've already, in other words, what I'm saying is they already had their answer to any circumstances. Will Smith could have came out and said, "I'm sorry, I apologize. I went over Chris Rock house and apologized to them," and they already had the answer of it's fake, it's a movie. See, what you already have in your mind that you're not going to forgive somebody,
Yep,
you already
it's settled.
have all the answers to every situation that occurs.
Well, not
That's
only
why
that, but Will Smith, his first couple attempts at an apology were garbage.
it
So
was
after
It
that, ain't
was.
nobody trying to
because
hear you
Will
no way.
Smith was going off of I'm going to finesse my way through this situation. And when you come to the realization that,
No, I can't.
okay, Will Smith, the movie
The clean,
entrepreneur, the TV
yeah.
entrepreneur, and everything. No, they're not looking at you like that anymore, bruh. We need to see Philadelphia Will Smith that grew up in
That's
this. We need
West
to see.
Philadelphia, born and raised. I'm just saying where he's from. West Philadelphia, born.
We need to see the real Will Smith come up. I'm sorry, I can't do. I can't do Corny no more with Tracy anymore today. I
That
can't.
was not that was uncalled for. Bring my sister back.
There you go. So
Wow. I tried, Tracy.